Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Pascal.
And your girl Sandy.
And welcome back to another one. Another Real Housewife. With S and
We
P.
back up in this P, y'all.
Welcome back. Welcome back to another Real Beef with S and P. Hope you guys all doing well out there. We appreciate you guys being here. Real quick, we got a lot to go through, a lot. So please do us a favor. Hit that like button down below. Make it scream out your name. You know what the deal is. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. Come on in. For those of y'all who are just starting to come in, the water's just fine. Trust me, we don't bite unless you ask us to. So hit that subscribe, please, and thank you. Hit that notification bell to all so you know when we go live or whenever we upload, because it is random. And don't forget to share this show. If you appreciate the conversations and all that, be sure to share this show. Come on now.
Welcome to all the newbies, you guys.
Yes,
welcome to all the newbies here. Welcome to the family, y'all. You're about to have a lot of fun with us, okay? So rock with us.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Rock with us.
Come on through.
Yes.
But guys, we got to get into some things. But real quick, Sandy, how you living? How you living?
I'm living large and in charge. Always running on fumes. But today's been a good day. We got a good start to it. Workout done. Hence why you see me looking like this. If you see me looking busted and disgusted, sometimes it's because literally we go to the gym. Okay, we're trying to pour into our own cup. So I encourage all of y'all, parents, mamas and papas and grandparents and caregivers and all of that, busy people, find the time to pour into yourself. And that's what I'm trying to reprioritize. So that's what we're doing. So good start to the day. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little I'm running on empty right now today.
I feel you.
Feeling a little stretched, very thin, but story of my life. I'm just I'm waiting for the coffee to kick in. I've been up for a while, but the coffee hasn't really kicked in. But you know, I'm praying to the sweet coffee gods that they start blessing me with some energy, because I need that today. It's a very, very busy day for me. But hey, you know, another day above the ground is always a blessing. I'm happy to be here, and so I always look on the bright side of life, right?
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What's good? What we talking about today?
So what we got to talk about here is there are some things that are going on right now with the Chrisean, James Wright, Chanel, Tamar, Braxton, LaTroy. I mean, everybody's starting to get in on this mess. But we have only talked about Monday. We talked about the actual fight. You know, Chrisean felt some type of way. She felt like she was getting screwed over, made a fool out of. Okay. And you made a fool of me. Remember that song?
Yep.
Okay. Loving basketball, y'all. You guys don't know it. If y'all don't know it, go check it out. But anyway, she felt like she was being made a fool of, from what we understand, because she was invited to Tamar Braxton's concert. She went up there. There was a lot of stuff going on. Okay. While Tamar's performing Love and War, she just comes onto the stage, and it was just a very odd combination of like Tamar Braxton and Chrisean. Okay. So it was debauchery. She apparently, allegedly, she was high, she was drunk, she was on all kinds of stuff. Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, moving forward, allegedly, there was some miscommunication. Tamar, I guess, had a conversation with Chrisean, or Chrisean believed that she was supposed to be on that stage and that she was going to perform her song, one of her songs. I think it's A Vibe is the song that she was going to do. It's a vibe all the time, or whatever it's called. Okay. So anyway, that didn't happen. Okay. So Chrisean was very moved, for the lack of a better term, pissed the F off about this situation, and went to approach Tamar and the team, basically saying, hey, I was supposed to perform. And they're sitting there going, well, we didn't know. Some people were like, well, we That's the thing. Two different stories are being said.
Yep.
One side is saying that she wasn't supposed to perform at all. There was no plan of that at all. And another side says, oh, she was supposed to perform, but she did not make it on stage at the time that she was supposed to be performing her song. So they skipped over her performance and they kept it moving. And that got her pissed off. No matter what, either side, she believed that she was supposed to perform. She never got a chance to perform. When that happened, when she went to approach them, James Wright Chanel, okay, the beloved James Wright Chanel, walked over. It was there, part of the conversation. He said, hey, we basically, we didn't know type of thing. Like, or you weren't there when they called you up on the stage for your time to do Vibe all the time, or it's a vibe. She says in so many words, like, say that again. And he goes, well, we really didn't. And then she just lays in on him. Okay. Possibly breaking his nose, busting his face up, breaking a tooth, and all that. Okay. So now there's been a lot of people. The world has been split. There's been Team Chrisean, and then there's been Team James, really, at the end of the day.
Right.
But we've all been waiting for responses from Tamar. We've been wanting to hear from even the DJ or the tour manager, anybody who was involved aside from LaTroy, because LaTroy did speak out. We saw that on Monday. He said some things about this. He was like, yo, this is, she's ratchet and all that. She's the worst thing. I hope she gets, I'm going to make sure I make her life a living hell. She's going to get everything she deserves. Okay. So now we flash forward. Over the past 48 hours, there's been a lot of things that have been dropping. Tamar Braxton has come out and spoken out. Tamar's tour manager spoke out. There is a video from James Wright Chanel himself, the victim in this situation, okay, the one who received the pause put upon, okay, and even Chrisean herself had a little bit to say about some other things. Okay, so we got a lot of video that we're going to be consuming here and watching as a family. So we're going to be going through these things a lot. Okay, so first we're going to go into. Well, one of them I'm having I tried to download that thing, and that thing is taking forever to download. It's Tamar Braxton's video.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that's the one I want to play. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play it from her ish. Hold on one second, guys.
No problem.
I'm just like pause this, but okay. But regardless, as I'm pulling this up, I mean, I'm sure all of us want to know exactly like what exactly went down here. And again, there are people out here that are saying certain things. I do have a screenshot from another person, just a random person putting out their 2 cents about this. And I think Chrisean may have reposted it. I don't know. That's what's confusing, because she jumped off of social media
deactivated
after all of this, but then she still turned certain things back on, and she's still being seen in TikToks and all that, which is actually crazy too. So I digress. We're gonna play
without social.
She can't, but at the same time, who can in her line of work? In her line of work, who can? I mean, think about it for a second.
Real.
Who can, right?
Drama is her bread and butter.
Drama is definitely her bread and butter. That's how she makes her 7 figures a year. Okay. Allegedly.
Right.
All right. I'm sure she's I'm sure she's minted. Okay. But at the same time, allegedly.
I pray she's doing some investing. Okay.
She's I hope she's got somebody in her team that knows how to move that money.
I'd love to see it.
Let's take a listen to Tamar Braxton and what she has to say in this situation. Let's take a listen.
Look crazy. Let me take this off. Not that my headband looks any better, but I wasn't going to say anything out of respect for James and his trauma and what happened to him. And when I say what happened to him, he got assaulted at my show. And it was by Chrisean, but there was a lot of events that I believe were misconstrued. And so while I'm not going to set out the time and clear every little thing up for everyone, I want you to know the reason why I decided to say something. Number one, I care about my team. They're all of my friends, and we put this all together for the fans. I'm not a clout chaser. I don't need that. Like my circle is this small.
That's
You know,
Tamar.
I don't have to sell tickets for, like, oh, I need to sell tickets. Let me do this, that, and other. This show has been sold out for a month. I didn't have an opening act. I knew I didn't need an opening act because I knew my sister was coming in the middle of the show. And when you're in different cities, you invite different people. And Chrisean was definitely someone that I invited, someone that I actually, looked at from afar as like a younger sister. She's from Baltimore. I knew that she was rowdy. I didn't judge her because of that. I felt for her on so many occasions. And I just felt like, oh, this was somebody I wanted to meet to, possibly take under my wing because, everybody knows that I don't have the best. I don't have the best pass. I'm sorry. I have a filter. I washed my face. I look crazy. Okay. And in my journey of being a better person, I wanted people to, accept me for the new person that I was. And the only way that they could do that is if I was given an opportunity. And so that's really all it was. I didn't call her and be like, oh, come on and perform in my show. I already knew Tony was planning to perform here at this LA show. She had sent me her number a while ago on a DM, and I reached out to her. Like I said before, like we all have, Chrisean is like a little sister to all of us watching her and then watch her make mistakes. We want to help. And this is what this Love and War tour has been about. I have called several girls that I didn't know Drew Sidora. I didn't know Tiffany Evans. I didn't know any of them, really. The only person that I knew was Nivea, but I wanted this tour to be about, second chances and, giving new opportunities. And I don't know. I didn't call Chrisean to open up for me. But when she was in my dressing room, we do a twerk off portion, right? And I was like, oh, it'd be cool if the DJ played as a vibe and you came out and did a vibe like the people, your Baltimore sisters. And that's really what I was thinking. Everyone else get compensated for coming on my show and opening up for me. I try to always do the right thing by people. And there's a contract. We're professional. I'm a real touring company. And that wasn't the case.
Hold on, let me pause that really quick. Okay. 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 So I thought that she was tight with Chrisean. I thought she knew Chrisean.
I think she's just shown love to her when she's seen her on lives, that type of thing. My impression has always been that when Chrisean's gone live and there's been some drama, some craziness, she's been crying or whatever, because a lot of the celebrities hop on her lives too, right? And you'll see them in the comments on her lives. And I think it's one of those things where she has commented, made, reached out to her in support, trying to show some love. And because they're both from Be More and all that kind of stuff, I think it was just kind of like, you know what I mean? I think that was kind of where and then she maybe saw herself a little bit in her too. It seems genuine to me. I'm sorry. I know not everyone's team Tamar on this one, but it seems genuine to me.
Okay, it does seem genuine, but I don't know. I guess I'm always the one like looking with an inquisitive, skeptical eye.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here saying that this is all a front or anything, but you can't tell me that you decided to bring her on just because you wanted to give her like a second chance. I don't know. There's a part of me that's kind of like, well, she got clout. She got followers and people, eyeballs looking at her all the time. And, for any person in this genre, okay, or for the culture, they might be looking at this and go, hey, to look at Chrisean and say, hey, this is an opportunity. Shoot, this is an opportunity. I said this on Monday. I'm like, this is an opportunity to, scoop up a couple followers. Yes, I get it that she has a different vibe all the time.
Right.
What I did there.
Boom.
And I'm not sitting here saying that what she, that it's wrong for Tamar to bring her on. I think it's a
Mhm.
smart. I think it is to a certain extent. If everything went swimmingly, I think it
Right.
would have been a very smart marketing move because it's Chrisean, and she's very popular. Yeah, she got a ratchet crew, but there's always somebody out there that likes a good R&B song, or they
Yeah.
might go, "Oh, I remember Love and War. I haven't heard
Very
that in a
true.
long time. Let me see what else she got on her arsenal. She got a new album out. Let me check this out." So on and so forth. So for me, I'm like, I don't fully believe her sitting here saying, "Oh no, it wasn't for clout." No, you said you gave these other girls, these other people that you didn't know at all,
Mhm.
opportunities, but you knew exactly who Chrisean is. You knew what kind of following she has. You
Mhm.
knew the numbers she has ranking in, that she rakes in. So that's the only pushback I say about this. I do think that what she's saying is genuine, though. But
No,
that
I
part,
really do think it's genuine.
that
Here's
part,
the
I just say cap. But yeah, real quick because
here's
we got to go.
yeah, here's the other side of it though
Yeah.
too, to me. If it wasn't for the fact that she has had other lesser known people showing up and
Mhm.
being a part of her show throughout her tour, then I feel like that position that you're in is a better position to stand on, where you can say, well, she pulled her out there because, she wanted, the following, she wanted this, that, and the third. But she literally, throughout the course of her tour, has had Nivea on stage, Drew Sidor from Real Housewives of Atlanta on stage.
Right.
Tiffany Evans, she mentions on stage. So, and these are, Nivea, Drew Sidor. Yes, we're familiar with them, but they don't have the following or the traction that Chrisean has had. So, if Chrisean was her only act that she brought on, and this was so random, I could see how that argument would make more sense for me. But for me, I'm just like, she's been bringing on people, and those things have come and happened seemingly smooth. Okay, no issues, no
Yeah.
viral issues that happened from that. I just feel like this is something that happened between her tour manager and LaTroy, and a whole bunch of miscommunication. And unfortunately, James was the one in the line of fire, and Tamar's getting a lot of the brunt of this too, especially because it's her tour. So I don't know. Let's check out what else came
Yeah.
out,
You
and
got a
we'll
point
see.
there. You got a point.
I
Yeah.
that's why I don't feel like it's for clout. I feel like she really genuinely just wanted to reach out. It's Be More, why not? And I think where the fuck up happened was between the tour manager, LaTroy, somewhere up there, because Tamar isn't supposed to
Oh,
arrange that. It's
I,
LaTroy and management that are supposed to make sure things run smoothly.
I
Okay, that's
agree.
what she pays them for.
I will say this. I don't think that it's Tamar's fault.
Absolutely
Okay,
not.
that not at
Agreed.
all. Not at all.
Agreed.
But an opportunity to get a few clicks, a few views, if everything went the
Sure.
way they had it planned, then yeah, then of course I totally understand that. I would too.
Yeah.
Shoot. You know
Why
what I'm saying?
not?
If I had an opportunity to sit down and interview Chrisean, for a fact I would interview her. Come on now.
First,
Who wouldn't?
that's automatic numbers. Let's just keep it a buck. That's
Exactly. You
look
see
at
what I'm
look
saying?
at Jason Lee's numbers.
Man, his
He
numbers
done
are going
interviewed
through the roof.
Blueface's mom. Like, no one cares,
Yeah,
but he'll do numbers.
it'll do
Okay,
numbers.
he'll do numbers. No one cares about what. But for whatever reason, they tune in and she keeps going viral. So he's gonna find that viral person, and he's gonna put him out there
Damn
and
right.
do numbers. So
Let's
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
But I do think she is coming from a good place.
yeah,
I think
agreed,
we can both agree on that.
agreed.
Let's continue.
I think that there was a misunderstanding during the part of the twerk off. I am backstage changing clothes. And everybody that's come to a Tamar show know that we don't have any violence. No one has ever fought at my concerts. We laugh, we cry. People have passed out, due to, being, inebriated or, just excited at being at a concert. But this is a safe, loving, healing place. And I don't know. I have to apologize to my team if my silence have made you all feel like I have not been supportive to you. And I also want to acknowledge Chrisean. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for coming. I didn't want any of this to happen. I actually thought that we, could really be good friends and have, I could be a big sister, to you. And that was my only objective of you coming. I had no other plans. I didn't want to set you up. I didn't tell nobody not to play your music.
Right.
I just want everybody to come and have a good time. And that is really the spirit of it all.
Yeah.
But I have to acknowledge my team because my team has been traumatized. And especially James. He was assaulted and he was hurt. And I just feel like I can't make nobody happy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really wish he would have hit me instead of him. I'm just so sorry it happened to you. And I'm sorry, Chrisean, if you felt that, any of us wanted to use you for
Miss me with that. She should have never apologized.
I'm not even going to address that because it's ridiculous.
It's a
I know that when people come into this industry.
Hold on real quick. Let me just say this, okay? Because I reacted to that too.
Yeah.
It's a weird tactic that people do because it's like it's sympathy. And it's almost like they're digging for that. And I'm not sitting here saying that she's doing this, but there's a part of me, and I think that a lot of people are thinking that too, that it's the sympathy dig. It's like I'm, and it's kind of like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know the term, but it's kind of like Sandy, say you do something really, really bad. Say you do the Chrisean thing, and I'm going, okay, Sandy, I'm so sorry that, I just, I want to apologize to you, even though for a fact you were the one the world knows what you did was wrong, Sandy. But I'm sitting there going, Sandy, I blame myself for bringing you on and bringing you out here, and I just apologize for making you think some type of way. It's this weird subliminal, subliminal. It's like a subliminal self-righteous dig, okay? But it's also like a subliminal sympathy dig. Does that make sense? It's kind of like, feel bad for me because I'm still taking the righteous road. I'm still taking the high road, okay? But I already know that you done wrong. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go down to your level for a second and go, you know what? I'm still responsible for this too. So I'm going to take responsibility. And then everybody in the comments are going in their little QWERTY keyboards going, no, you shouldn't take any blame at all, Tamar.
This girl should never apologize to that ungrateful bit. Okay. Period.
No.
1 and 2, Tamar, you know damn well you wouldn't have wanted to get aid. Okay, so please don't say I wish it was me. Like
that part 2.
No, you don't.
I wish
no, you don't.
Me. I wish it was me.
You do not.
You
do not wish you were hitting
exactly.
Everybody who's known Tamar, we don't even know the bit. Okay,
you're gonna sit there and go, shoot.
Come on, all that work she had done to her face, and she wants to shine with them big ass rings on her finger to punch her in the face instead of Jane. I mean,
But you get what I'm saying, though, right? It's this weird.
I would have listened.
There's this weird. It's like this weird subliminal,
no.
It's kind of like an FU, but it's like a self-righteous FU to that person.
Well, I think she's just pulling that sympathy card in that regard. I do believe that she's genuinely upset. Like, I'm not saying that she's faking.
No, of course she is.
This statement here, right? I think she feels torn. I think she's being pulled in different directions because clearly she is, the headliner of this tour, regardless of the fact that she's not supposed to be the one booking her stuff. It's the people she's paying that are supposed to be doing that and doing it in a way that is cohesive, communicative, and organized. Okay.
Right.
But on the opposite end of that, she is the face of said tour. It is the Tamar Braxton Love and War tour, 10-year anniversary tour, right? So there's some responsibility on her as well. And then there's liabilities and all of that type of stuff too. So she's got to make sure that she is also coming off genteel. Okay. Because at the end of the day, there's still liabilities on her side of this as well, being that someone from her staff was aid while they're working for her. Okay. But the minute she apologized to Chrisean, I said, that's where you fucked up. That's where you fucked up. That part right there, you didn't need to say none of that. At the end of the day, you should have just rode for James. It should have never been an apology to Chrisean.
Right.
Apologize to James. Give James the love because he was the one that it was aid, and keep it pushing. Chrisean deserved absolutely not nan bit of an apology.
Zero.
Period.
I will say this though
Period.
too. I think that we all know in an argument we never, especially if you're in an argument with your spouse, your lover, your whatever, okay, your partner, whatever you want to call them. They're clearly we all know that if we want to be, if you don't want to be
I know what you're about to
if
say.
you want to
too.
be right, okay, if you want to be right and win the fight, you don't go down that route, because now you're giving, it's almost like an olive branch. I'm just saying, because it gives them like, well, yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you got a point. Yeah, I appreciate you apologizing about, inviting me, or, so on and so on. So yeah, it's definitely
Chrisean's not
bad,
that girl.
and
Okay.
and she's not. And the
She's
thing
not.
is well, I will get into that in a second. She does respond. She does react to the Tamar thing, which I think is absolute trash too.
She's
Because
trash,
it
period.
shows to me that this person has no care at all.
None.
And it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because there are people like this in the world and they don't make millions of dollars. Okay. But those trash people are away from the other positive lights that are out here in the world. They're not making millions of dollars. You see what I'm saying? And this woman is. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Listen,
I just don't like it. But
Tamar was better off
Mhm.
getting Jaden for that damn concert. Okay.
She
Because from
coulda.
what I've seen
Oh
of
shoot.
Jaden and the performances she's had, even though half the time she's on stage, she ain't even rapping properly to her lyrics, which I don't think she even remembers half her lyrics. At least Blueface gets her on stage on time. She's performing. So far, I haven't seen no drama happen in any of her performances. And
It's about that paper.
she's allegedly booked till 2024, because yesterday he done came out with some shit with that. Tamar was better off getting Jaden, because at least Jaden, Blueface would have made sure her ass got on stage, because he would wanted to put that out on his social media. So Tamar, next time get Jaden, player. If you want to go for ratchet, hit up Blueface. Okay.
Yeah. And let me play this other video really quick. This is a video of James Wright Chanel at the dentist. Okay. He doesn't show his face. And I'm going to say this. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be a meme. I'm be real. You know for a fact he's not going to sit there. His face is his brand. And the last thing he wants to have out here is photos of his face leaked all over the place, being used as a meme, being the brunt of a joke every single time that somebody needs something like that face. You know what I mean? Yeah. Being brutally beaten in a on social media, used as a meme. Let's be real. I wouldn't want it because that would live on in infamy. I'm sure he's walking around with a full face mask or something. So
I hope he took
listen
pictures, though. I do hope he took pictures. I would assume he did.
I'm sure he did for whatever he plans on doing, which is what he talks about here. Let's take a listen.
There's no audio in case you.
Snap! Sorry about that. Thank you.
No, you're good.
Let's do that again.
And how people feel and what people think they know. I am at the beginning. It have to be fixed, and that's what's happening right now. So don't get online saying what didn't happen, it didn't happen. And no, I'm not going to show my face. My face is beat. If you guys see my face, you would be pissed off. My face it's toe up. So right now, I have to get teeth fixed. That's damaged. So, I'm not gonna show my face, but I will show that I'm at the dentist right now, getting my teeth fixed. Okay, so enough with everybody's lying and all that. Enough with that stuff. And I know I was told don't get on live, but I just hate when people have assumptions and they say what they want to say. So, yeah, here we are on live. And like I said, I'm getting my teeth fixed. I was attacked for no reason. The anger of
Okay. And of course, there's much more to that live. Like,
Mhm.
if you watch the actual live, he is talking and he's sitting there like, he's not going to let this one go. Okay. This is
Yeah,
not going to
and
be
he
a
shouldn't.
situation where he's just going to let this whole thing ride and just be like, all right, I just let this person put this random person that I've never met before, never knew this person from a can of paint, suddenly put their paws on me out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Okay. Now, real quick, before we, and we'll react to both things here in a second, I
Mhm.
do want to play the tour manager's video because we are kind of crunched for time.
Mhm.
But the tour manager, Tamar Braxton's tour manager, had a lot to say. We have this video. It is pretty long. So I wanted to share this with you guys. Okay, shoot. Hold on. So I wanted to share this one with you guys.
This is a whole hot mess express, honey.
This route,
Here it
and
is.
then have to go back and forth on social media. For those that don't know, I am the tour manager for Tamar Braxton, the Love and War tour. And what I'm going to address is the assault. We were in the room. At the end of the show, Chrisean walked up to Tamar. Troy brought her out a cake. Tamar put her hands in the cake. She had a right hand full of cake and some cake in her mouth. And Chrisean came out and was like, "Where you going, sis? Gotta go on stage." And I'm looking like, huh? Like, what's happening? And Tamar like, the show is over. What do you mean? She said, "I want to go on stage." And she's like, "Huh? You ain't been out? You haven't went out there already?" Because she was supposed to go out during the twerk session. She hadn't been out. Chrisean hadn't been out. So I was like, "Come on, ladies, let's just take this in the dressing room." And in the dressing room, it was me, Tamar, and Chrisean. Tamar was trying to figure out why didn't Chrisean go out during the twerk session? And she's looking at me and I'm like, I don't know. Like, Chrisean, I don't know why she didn't go out. So Chrisean breaks down and starts crying. And I felt bad. And the Holy Ghost in me, because I carry it everywhere with me, I began to give her a hug and everything like that. Because I like Chrisean. I like her. And, and I was like, I don't want to see nobody with their feelings hurt, or I don't want nobody feeling some sort of way, because there was a big line of miscommunication that took place. So I began to try to comfort her and hug her and be like, no, don't cry, because it's not that, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was trying to, I don't want you to feel no sort of way. And this was just in the dressing room. And this was me, Chrisean, and Tamar at the time. As the time went on, Chrisean was explaining that this happens to her all the time, and she felt some sort of way because she felt embarrassed. She felt embarrassed, and she felt like, that this is just like, shouldn't happen to her, because, she was just prepared to go out during the twerk session, and that time had come and she didn't go out. David and Mooney come in. They both do makeup. And we're all at this point talking about what happened. Tamar is saying, Mooney, what happened? Mooney was saying that Chrisean was not on the side of the stage when it was time for the twerk part. Mooney is the choreographer, and he also does makeup.
Really, really quick. I want to give you guys a quick reminder. Remind. All right. Remember on Monday we said, hey, it's funny because the thing that our family does is if we got to say something or talk about something, but people in the room will go up to each other and just say remind. And
remind.
we just walk away.
And that's all we do.
Code
Remind.
Remind. And we're like, oh.
Yeah, we about to get the tea.
And later on it's like, okay, they gone. What's up?
Right.
What happened? Remind. Okay,
Remind.
so really, really quick, just a quick trip down memory lane. Remember, we heard there was rumors saying that Chrisean missed her cue or missed her time to get on because she was out in front of the club trying to get some friends into the club. Okay, so that is actually being confirmed by the tour manager. Okay, Rob Hatcher is his name. Okay, that's being confirmed now. He is saying that she was away. Apparently, that was when her cue to come up and do the vibe song, she missed it. So I think that's important to hear and know here too. And then the fact that she was very emotional. Okay.
Well,
Extremely
the
emotional.
girl was drinking like a motherfucker. Like, let's keep it a buck. Okay. This doesn't surprise me that allegedly she wasn't there when she was supposed to be there. Okay. But if you really look at all this, right? LaTroy, when he came out, was like, I didn't even know she sang, and I'm the one who arranged for her to be there, right? So, according to LaTroy, it came across as though his intention wasn't for her to perform at all, that he had no idea she was supposed to perform. Now, the tour manager, Rob, is stating that she was supposed to perform. So, there are so many freaking conflicting stories. Regardless of whatever this is, regardless of who was in the room, because there's also conflicting stories with that, regardless of all of that, clearly there was miscommunication big time. And it's everything to do with Rob and LaTroy. But then the other side of it is, at the end of the day, someone got hurt and didn't need to be. Okay. Exactly. It didn't matter whether she missed her cue or not.
Yep.
James did not deserve to be aid, period.
I will say that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about was she supposed to perform or not?
What does that have to do with James?
No matter what, at the end of the day, that's their fault, and they should have, the lines of communication were jacked up, and that's their problem.
That part.
And that's the,
that has nothing to do with James.
I got things to say. I want to say them, but I don't want to say them because we don't have a whole lot of time. But anyway, all I'm saying is at the end of the day, it's their fault for the mess up. It is not their fault that Chrisean put her paws on some random guy, not a random guy, but an innocent dude that was just literally trying to deflate the situation.
Yeah,
let's continue with this real quick. Let's continue.
Makes no daggone sense.
When he was saying Chrisean was not on the side of the stage, and then James comes in the room. So at this point, it's me, Chrisean, David, Mooney, Tamar, James. James comes in the room and notices that Chrisean is upset. By the mirror, Chrisean is on the right-hand side. James is right next to her. He was consoling her, and I was literally right next to James. And Tamar asking James, well, what happened? Why didn't Chrisean go out there during the twerk session? And James said, we was looking for her on the side of the stage, and she was not on the side of the stage.
I believe that.
And Chrisean got very upset, and she was like, I was on the side of the stage. I was there. Where else would I go, man? You lying? Like, that's cap. I was on the side of the stage. Like, I was there on the side of the stage. And James said, no, you wasn't. We called for you there. Chrisean said, say I wasn't there one more time. Say I wasn't there on the side of the stage one more time. James was like, I'm telling you, we was calling you, and you bop, 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 bop.
I believe that.
I'm like, oh shit. Literally.
That's insane.
Happened just like that.
I believe that.
And here I am, like, this girl just hit this boy.
I believe it.
A couple of times with them big ass rings on her finger.
Yep.
And I'm just like, no.
Serious damage.
Happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. I get Chrisean to the other side of the room. At this point, James' face is leaking with blood. She going off saying, man, that's cap, da-da-da-da-da. Everybody is shocked. It's a lot of yelling. At this point, Mooney and James, get her ass out of here, da-da-da-da. You know, I'm like, okay, everybody calm down. I got Chrisean on my right-hand side. Now she's at the back. The door is right there. I'm blocking Chrisean on here because at this point, she don't go. She like, well, what's up? Like, her defense is all the way up now. And people trying to get in the door. And I'm stopping people from coming in the door. Tamar walks over to Chrisean. That is like, she said, that is like my blood brother. You cannot just go hitting my blood brother in his face. What is wrong with you? What's happening? All of this is going on. Everybody's emotions are on 100. And then Chrisean, I got Chrisean out of the room. So in the video that she just made and said, well, why wasn't the police there? Why wasn't this there? There were 28 security guards in that building that day from the Novo security team. 28. I went to the head of security at Novo and I asked them, I said, I need somebody to get up here right now. Somebody has just been assaulted. They asked me questions. They said, who? I said, James. I said, can you call the police? You know what Novo told me? Novo said they cannot call the police. I had to call the police.
The fuck?
I went and called 911. You can call 911 are public records. You can call 911. You can check the records. Right after immediately happened, I called 911. It took the police over 2 hours to get to the Novo. I was not leaving until the police came. I was not leaving until the police came. It took the police over 2 hours to get, it took them over 2 hours to get to the Novo. The police did come. A police report was reported.
Okay. So he says, because some people in here, I know some people are in here, say Chanel was saying, I just want to see proof. Anything will work. A police report, a picture, anything. Now, the thing is that I still don't get it. And this is no disrespect to any people that are on the side of Chrisean. I mean, no matter what, keep your doggone hands to yourself.
Period.
You are always going to lose 100% of the time, 110% of the times whenever you put your paws on somebody else. Doesn't matter if you feel like you've been swindled, bamboozled, whatever. Okay, disrespecting, anything like that. You put your paws on somebody, you are going to get in trouble. You will always be the loser. I don't give a damn about it. But what really is aggravating is that part is everyone going, I need to see proof. This actually happened, y'all.
Right.
Like, why would they make any of this stuff up? Why would James go and do all this stuff? Why is Chrisean, reacting to this in the ways that she's reacting and all that? This woman is not an innocent person. She is a loose cannon, and she needs
everybody knows it.
She needs to be tamed. She needs to learn the repercussions of her actions, period, point blank. But there is
that lesson. Period.
Exactly. But there is more to this, which I want to share with you guys, because of course, we are at a, in a crunch for time here. So I'm going to blaze through these really, really quick. Okay. But now the thing is that I know that people have been, reacting. I think Chrisean maybe had shared this. I'm still trying to figure out what this whole thing is, but this is for the people who are pro Chrisean. Okay.
Right.
Like, hey, there's two sides to every story. Absolutely. Yep. But when you put your hands on somebody, you lose 110% of the time. Let me share this with you guys really quick. It says, imagine being invited somewhere and a handful of people start snubbing you and acting funny. I got footage of this. You're going to see it in a second. Imagine not wanting to disappoint the person who invited you. I imagine being outside your element. High and drunk? Okay. Imagine having imagine having gone alone and the few people that you wanted there for support couldn't get in. Imagine being treated harshly or disrespected with no support available. Then imagine you're a millionaire, a female, and a target is already on your back, unbeknownst to you, ellipses. Now listen.
Bye.
I see this and I go, okay,
Bye.
I can see a perspective, but at the same time, the perspective I think is a little weak, because there are claims of her being drunk. There are claims of her being heavily like under the influence of
with an entire
things.
posse.
Okay. And she had 1,000 people with her as well. So it doesn't even matter if she says a few people. Man, there was thousands of people she had a whole crew. She had an army of people with her. Then they said that she went to the front to try to get some people back to the club because they were her friends and coming in to be a part of this thing. No matter what, guys, I mean, you put your paws on somebody, you're going to lose 1,000%. Now
the paw part has nothing to do with what she expected to do on stage. Exactly. That is not how you react when something doesn't work out your way, right? Exactly. And then James had nothing to do, him personally had nothing to do with whether she was performing or not. So if you were going to put paws on somebody, it should have probably been LaTroy or Rob, because clearly they fucked up somewhere in getting all of that coordinated. But James is a background singer.
Why gotta be a black run show? Why gotta be all this messed up, cooked up, misinformation type of miscommunication type ish? We need to be better, man. We need to be better, and it's frustrating to me, man. Like, not only is it the Keith Lee talking about the restaurants, now we got shows too that are all jacked up because of lack of communication. Like, come on. Somebody out of that group has to take responsibility for the lack of communication
Yeah,
in
because
the whole
Tamar's
thing.
getting the brunt of it.
If there's a situation where Tamar is completely out of it, and this is all on LaTroy or all on the tour manager, which the tour manager has nothing to do with that. He's just making sure that they show up at the place where they need to be at a designated place at the designated time and collect the money and keeps it moving.
Right.
So he just coordinates them going from city to city, town to town, venue to venue, not the what goes on stage. So whoever's responsible for the miscommunication should step forward and take full responsibility over that ish, because that is ridiculous to me. Okay. Talvish just said really quick, thank you so much for the $2 super chat.
Hey,
Thank
Talvish.
you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Talvish.
Good morning from Alabama. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I do
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. Thank you. But okay, so that is just one side I wanted to share with you guys, because honestly, that there is a side that is pro Chrisean, saying that she did nothing wrong. They owe her an apology and all that.
Yeah.
Nah, the apology goes away when you start putting pause on them. Now,
Hold on. Sidebar real quick. And this might be
okay,
something that might be interesting for you to add to what you're about to say.
Okay.
They're talking about how she wasn't there. She wasn't there. I saw a screenshot of Chrisean's live, because Chrisean was going live throughout the course of that evening, right? Taking her shots of Henny with her Sprite chaser. And there was a point in time where she's over here inebriated and Tamar's on her live and she's like, girl, you're supposed to be getting dressed.
Oh.
And I've seen the screenshot myself. Okay. So regardless, there's a good chance she may not have been there when she was supposed to, because literally she was allegedly inebriated, right? And there's screenshots of Tamar being like, girl, you need to be getting dressed right now. And she's on live. So Lord only really knows if she was really there when she was supposed to be there. But that screenshot is telling a little bit too. And then on top of that, like I said, she was live drinking like a motherfucker.
Yes,
okay.
She was that. Well, that's one thing I think we all know. That's kind of how she rolls. Okay. Yeah. She's always high. She's always drunk. She's always something whenever it comes to being out here in these clubs. Now, this is to shout out to Tasha K. I'm going to be real. She posted this on her Instagram. I wanted to share this with you really quick. And this is the situation that was going on. The background singers. This is one of the background singers that was just not vibing with Chrisean. Take a look.
Is there audio on that?
Oh, shoot.
I just wanted to make sure.
Sorry, yes.
Why Chrisean do this? Like, leave her alone.
She's like, yo, just stop.
Leave me alone.
Please, back the F off. She's
already, why Chrisean?
She was being obnoxious and being annoying to people. There is another clip that we don't have time to see right now, but there is another clip where she is she randomly took, if I'm correct, she took Toni Braxton's microphone backstage and just walked on the stage. This is when Tamar Braxton was performing Love and War. This is when she all of a sudden just shows up and gets on the stage and she's like, turn these lights off. You know what I mean? All that stuff. Remember, she's like, oh my God. Like, hey, it's Chrisean, everybody. You know what I mean? She just walks on and does this. There's video showing LaTroy actually trying to tell the background singer to grab the microphone from her. They're actually trying to take the microphone from her. And she just keeps on like, trying to the background singer was not able, was not able to get the microphone. Okay. And then you saw that video. Now, real quick, really quick, I want to share with you guys this video. And this is her reacting to Tamar. And of course, by the way, at the end of that, because that was only a chunk of the tour manager's conversation or his little live, he also says in the live, he's like, yo, yeah, Chrisean's that B. Okay, you got thousands of people reciting your screaming the lyrics to your songs out to you live, and everybody rocks with you and all that stuff. Yeah, you that B, but you messed with another that B. He's like, another person who's that B is James Wright, Chanel, you should not have done what you did with this guy because he is going to go after you. You will most likely get charges coming to you. Trust and believe. So she reacted to both things, not only just Tamar's, teary-eyed live, okay, or her teary-eyed post, which said justice for James. She also responded to the whole possibility of catching some charges. So there's 2 clips in this whole thing. So let's take a whole look.
I wish she would have got hit. Right. She said, I wish it was me. I said, oh no. Oh my God, everybody's crazy. I'm not with nobody no more.
Let me pause that really quick and let me just say this. This is not classy, San Diego. This is not what you do. Go live and make fun of the whole situation and make laughs about it. You put your paws on somebody that should not have had paws put on.
Period.
Okay. This is, I don't understand. This is the weird, crazy world that we live in. Like ever since, we had, number 45, Colt 45 in office. If I feel like this weird mentality of like, I'm just going to believe what I believe and y'all just going to have to deal with it. There's no acknowledgement of realization or acknowledgement of reconciliation, acknowledgement of just saying, hey, taking the responsibility of what happened here. And I feel like it's ongoing. They'll just sit there and go, oh yeah, deny. And it's like, no, there's proof. There's eyewitnesses. There's people talking about you putting your paws on somebody. You have got to take accountability for your actions here. Yet it's people making fun of, making jokes out of Tamar or making jokes out of people that were hurt physically and emotionally here. Shoot, and mentally too. Let's be real. So that's crazy to me. Okay, absolutely crazy.
She's just ungrateful girl.
But you see what I'm saying?
Irresponsible. She's a hot ass mess.
I said this Monday.
Regardless of whatever Tamar, because here's the thing. I truly believe Tamar was, coming from a genuine place. I've seen when she's shown love and support of Chrisean when she's been live and that type of thing. I think that was really from a that place of just wanting to reach out, give her an opportunity, right? The other side of it is, and I hope that Tamar learns this lesson, and I hope that this is also something that other celebrities and other prominent people also take heed to when dealing with Chrisean, okay? Because I don't know why they keep giving this host chances to begin with, okay? Reality is you can't help motherfuckers that don't want to help themselves, okay? Ain't nothing Tamar's going to be able to do to be a big sis to somebody that doesn't want to change. And that's on period.
Yeah. Let's play.
The girl clearly don't want to change. She wants to stay in this ratchet bullshit. Let her be in that lane, but stay the fuck away from her because all she's doing is bringing your brand down. That's what she's gonna do. And that's what it is.
No other artists are gonna be wanting to invite her on the stage unless they ratchet too. Let's take a look at this video here.
Go ahead and try to press charges that you can't press. Go ahead and try to file a lawsuit that you can't even file a lawsuit on. You know why? Because I'm that bitch and I'm covered, bro. Covered by God, bro.
Real mature.
So she says that she's covered by God. Okay.
Real mature.
Listen, that is not mature at all. But at the same time, like you covered by God. Okay, God would not have had you put your hands on somebody like that. You would have laid your hands on them, okay, and tried to speak positivity or bring the Holy Spirit into the conversation, right? Bring the Holy Spirit into the room, but you're not going to put your hands on somebody, okay, for the Lord. All right. So as much as you sit here and say that you are untouchable, I guarantee you, James has photos. I'm sure the team has photos. They have eyewitnesses that are watching this whole thing. So this whole thing is bad. Period.
This is the one time I wish that somebody was live, because as much as that hoe goes live on a regular basis, okay, literally the one time somebody could have been live for people to have actually seen what went down. And the only thing that can make people really truly believe that something actually happened and that something did for real, like that took place, is for James to actually put out a picture or something of his face. Unfortunately, I'm going to assume, and I'm praying that he has pictures. I am praying that, in the reports or whatever, I don't know.
I mean,
and for his sake,
Should he have to put his photo out?
No. I'm not saying he has to, but I'm
mean-
saying for the general population, for those who support Chrisean so heavily, okay, and they're like, no, she didn't do it. She didn't. She did. She was done foul. They were just trying to embarrass her, and she and James deserved it for whatever reason. I just hope that there's something that can, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, people are literally supporting her in this regard, which I think is insane. And this is just my opinion. Okay, no judgment to other people. I just think it's crazy to support that. But at the end of the day, there was no one there but just the witnesses. I mean, you know what I mean? Like nothing was live. That's the one time that they didn't go live. And that was the one time that they should have. You know what I mean?
No
because
doubt.
that would have proven a lot of all of this. So I hope he gets justice. I pray he gets justice.
I mean, I'm sure he's going to. Okay.
I pray
Trust and believe. Trust and believe it's coming. Trust and believe it's coming, guys. Because he will get it. Because I mean, unless something. I mean, what would be nice is if she just got on a live or did something and just fesses up. You know what I mean? Just takes accountability. Takes accountability for putting her paws on somebody that didn't deserve that at all. This was not her protecting herself, protecting her own, or anything of that sort. She just lashed out because she was too drunk and high. Let's keep it real. But guys, that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. We appreciate you guys for being here. Okay, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Continue the conversation down below. Let us know what your thoughts are. I know a lot of y'all are, Team James, and some of y'all are, and a lot of y'all are Team Chrisean. Fire off in the comments down below. Let us know your thoughts and why you are on either side, either team. Okay, but this is not fake, y'all. This is real. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to comment. Hit that subscribe button. Crush it. Your boy and your girl working hard out here in these streets.
That part.
Do that. Most definitely. Okay, guys. But anyway, it's time to get going. Much love to you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Much love. Peace.
Love y'all. Mwah.